tweets by Elon Musk or investment by institutional investors? What is actually driving the Bitcoin rally? Let's discuss it with Vikram Rangala, CMO, ZepPay.
So thank you, Abneet. It's, even if you look at what Elon Musk tweets about and talks about, when he actually moves people to action, there's something more to it than just his opinion. I mean, he was talking about electric cars for years. During those years, Americans were buying SUVs and gas guzzlers. It's only after they saw the value of it. I mean, I drive an electric car, so he's pushing people to take interest in it. I think it's the $1.5 billion that Tesla invested. That did two things. One is it showed that somebody who clearly knows value and is prescient, is able to see forward in time and spot good trends, saw Bitcoin as worth $1.5 billion of his company's money. Second, I think it made a lot of people think, well, if he can do it, so can I. And so I'm sure every corporate boardroom is talking Bitcoin the same way. Probably in 1999, they were talking .coms, and another time they were talking call centers in India and outsourcing. So it will, because he's simply shown that it's quite easy to do and worth it for a company that's not a crypto company. Tesla's a diversified company with a large cash, base. So he wants Bitcoin on the balance sheet. He's not speculating on the current price. He wants it as a reserve asset for the next, presumably, decade or more. And I think other companies are also seeing it as that. So institutional investors, I think, will see two things. Mainly, I think they see it as a reserve asset, as a hedge against inflation, as something to have on the balance sheets, the way you might have gold in some cases, or some kind of asset that is inflation resistant. Bitcoin is now being recognized for what it is, the most inflation resistant asset around, better than gold. It's just new, and it's a new technology that's hard for people to understand. And because it's new, people don't have 20 of their peers and colleagues all saying, yeah, of course I have Bitcoin. Everybody has Bitcoin. But, you walk down any street, you'll see people wearing gold. You know about gold from the time you're a child. But as people get educated on what Bitcoin really is, they see it's a remarkable technology. It combines things like triple entry accounting, triple entry bookkeeping, which is a new and more reliable way of keeping an immutable ledger of transactions that doesn't require a middleman. Because you eliminate the middleman, you eliminate the possibility of a middleman who can make errors, a middleman who could be induced to make a mistake or corrupted. So you're reducing corruption, reducing inefficiencies in accounting systems. Second, you're resisting inflation so that because of the fixed supply, the built-in absolute scarcity of the blockchain protocol that runs Bitcoin, there's only a limited supply of Bitcoins that will ever exist. So if demand goes up, there's no way to print more Bitcoins to meet it. Instead, it will be met by the value of each individual Bitcoin going up. So Tesla doesn't really have to do anything with its Bitcoin. It just has to hold it and hold it through all of the cycles of volatility that any new asset class is going to have. But in 2030, in 2040, they may find themselves sitting on a reserve, a Bitcoin reserve, that is as important to them as their cash reserves or any other, currency or equity reserves. So institutional investors who see that, I think they're starting to do the math. They're starting to investigate the technology, and two things are happening. The reserve asset angle, and the other is people actually wanting blockchain to increase and enhance their efficiencies, the speed of their supply chains, the reliability of their workflows. I saw that the upcoming March issue of Business Today is talking about the digital revolution taking place at Tata. TCS has a blockchain division now that is doing research in blockchain. That is undoubtedly going to be informing processes across Tata and across a whole lot of companies. Anywhere that TCS consults with, if they see a supply chain inefficiency, if they see people having trouble with accounting errors, or pretty much any area of life now, blockchain can provide a solution or at least an enhancement, whether it's access to credit or insurance or the maintenance of identity or intellectual property records. So blockchain itself, which is powered by a crypto token, you can't really have blockchain without crypto tokens to power it. And that's one reason why this bill in Parliament has to be worded correctly if it comes, or it has to be revised because the term private cryptocurrency would not be an accurate way to describe the kinds of tokens that are used in these blockchain technologies. So anyway, the use of blockchain as a technology itself, the use of Bitcoin and Ether and possibly other cryptos assets as reserves. Those are the things I think institutional investors and individuals, not just HNIs, but ordinary people who have a few thousand rupees extra every month and want a new age 21st century supplement to their bank savings account and maybe their mutual fund. So that's why we recommend to Zepe customers not so much to do day trading or short-term trading. We want to move them to more of an SIP, rupee cost averaging, where you just buy, say, 100 rupees a day or a few hundred rupees a week and just put it away. Don't worry about the price and just keep it for 5-10 years. Just do that for 3-4 years and keep doing it if you can. By the time 2030, 2035 rolls around, you could have transformed your life by simply taking your spare cash, maybe moving 5%, 1% even of your savings in the bank account into Bitcoin. So all those forces, those are the things. The tweets are just a sign that Elon Musk, a very smart guy who knows what he's doing most of the time, is recognizing what a lot of other people are also doing.